Alright, peace be upon you, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Now, in today's video, I just want to reflect on just the prize that is the garden, that is the hereafter that God has in store for the sincere believers. And I've been thinking more and more about it right now. Actually, I just got done bawling my eyes out thinking about the garden and what God has in store, and just my absolute yearning for a world beyond this place, beyond this dunya. Okay, so I'll tell you why I was in such an emotional state before, and just thinking about the garden. So recently I just switched jobs, and my job that I'm in now, it involves me being around a lot of children. I get to see a lot of kids, and seeing these kids and their sweetness and their innocence, like, it just gives me a glimpse. I'm having a little bit of a taste of the garden. So what do I mean by that? So innocence, what can we define innocence as? I was thinking, because I love their innocence. It's so sweet. I just want to protect them and care for them, these sweet little children. And I feel so angry and upset because I see in this school there's all these sodomite flags, and I know their minds are being weaponized, and these mixed classes of boys and girls, they don't understand any of the stuff, how bad this is for them, but they're being weaponized and taught all kinds of false doctrines. This satanic schooling system is trying to rape their minds and make them godless as possible. But just seeing these kids, and I was just thinking of what is innocence, this sweet thing that they have, which you lose as you get older. Most people, very few retain it. Innocence is fundamentally a lack of knowledge of evil, and evil can be defined as sin, that which goes against God's law. So seeing these kids and their innocence, their sweetness, their lack of knowledge, I once had this as well. I'm being reminded of my childhood, seeing them, and I at one point had a lack of knowledge of evil. Then I grew older, the innocence starts to go away. You start to become acclimatized and adapted to the sinful and wickedness of the world, and more aware of what's going on, the debauchery, the evil. You don't understand these things as a kid, and just seeing all these children, it made me feel so emotional, because this world has lost its innocence, it's lost its sweetness, its integrity, through sin and debauchery and sexual degeneracy and selfishness and murderousness and blasphemy and slander. This world has literally been raped. It's been raped, and the innocence is not going to come back. Once it's lost, it never comes back unless the creation is made new. And seeing these children, it made me think of the garden and the beauty and splendor and bliss that God has in store beyond this wickedness, because the garden is going to be a world without sin, without evil. We won't have knowledge of evil anymore. It will truly have that innocence that I crave and I want to protect and I want to see, which I don't see around me. It's gone, it's lost. I only get little glimpses of it when I see these kids, when I see the sweet, sweet woman like my wife, who's really just like a big kid. She's so sweet and trusting and loving and caring. Just having all those flashbacks back to my childhood, it like I said, it made me think of the garden. And I see these kids, and it's almost like a little taste of the garden, because they had that innocence, which they're all, or most of them at least, especially the men, all of the men are going to lose, and almost all the girls are going to lose, save for a very few small minority of them. All the men are going to lose it as well once they become accustomed and understand what sin is. But in the garden, we will have no such plight, no such pain. It'll be a truly virgin and renewed world, and God willing, I can't wait to see it and get out of this mess. This place is not for us. And to quote what Jesus says in the New Testament, or what they at least claim Jesus said in the New Testament, that we are not of this world, and this world is not of us. And if we were of this world, then the world would love us. But the reason why the world hates us believers and finds us weird is because we are not fundamentally of it. We are of a different place, and God willing, I look forward to making it home back to the love of my life, which is my Lord. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's really all I got to say on the matter. I hope this talk was a blessing, And yeah, peace to you. Remember, deceit abounds, so keep your eyes wide open. Peace out.